So we go front four, pretty much line astern. Oh shit, oh god damn it, stood on the brakes and nothing happened. Oh god, fucking shit, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Popeye. Oh. What's going on, guys? My name is Basilio and welcome back to Project Cars 2 and round 6 of the WSRC Group A Touring Car Championship. And this week, as you can see on screen, we are at the Snetterton circuit, which is the full Snetterton 300 layout. So the big one that is admittedly shaped a little bit like a penis, and also features a tree that's doing its best Richard Nixon impression. I am not a crook. Arrgh. Sorry, that was more Futurama Nixon, but anyway, we move on. And so yeah, Snetterton, and for the first time since round 2 at Donington, the entirety of qualifying and the actual race itself will be taking place in dry conditions. So yeah, it's going to be fun trying to get back in the groove of not having to tippy-toe around certain sections and have to watch out for puddles and so on and so forth. So should be a good race. What we're going to do first of all, before we jump into the race itself, is we are going to take a look at qualifying and see how it all went down. So on to qualifying, and I'd love to be able to tell you that everything went according to plan, and in the dry conditions we had a really good quali run. But that would be a complete lie, because I don't know, I just couldn't hook it up, and you're going to see here on this lap, which was our best lap, I do make a couple of mistakes, just get a little bit too eager on the power out of that hairpin after correct it. But yeah, I think the main problem was I had a pretty okay setup, but I tried someone else's, and while I wasn't fond of the setup, I thought, you know, one of the things it was doing was keeping all of the tyres pretty warm. So I tried my setup with their tyre pressures and it just didn't work, so I had to kind of go back to the drawing board in qualifying and try and rectify that, which cost us a bit of time. And then when I got out, I just couldn't replicate what I could do in practice, even though the settings, everything down to a T was absolutely identical. As I mentioned previously, there is a big disconnect between the two, which hopefully they can sort of rectify, because it is annoying me. But yeah, it was disappointing, and we'll make another error here as we get onto the main straight. And yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe a part of it, a good chunk of it, is the disconnect, but also I think maybe I struggled to find the groove a little bit in this qualifying session, and it's kind of becoming a theme really, where I'm having to do the hard work off the line. I was making another mistake there as we come down towards the bomb hole. Yeah, bomb hole, not bum hole. But yeah, as you can see, Popeye just set a new fastest lap, a 156.7, which was better than the 57.5s that I could do in practice, admittedly. But yeah, I think my time could have been a little bit better. But as we come down towards the line, you're going to see just how much of a disconnect there is. It's going to be a 2-minute dead, which is only good enough to put us in 4th place come the end of qualifying. Popeye takes pole position, of course, with that absolutely stellar 56.7 lap. Then we've got Colonel Red Eye making his first appearance on the front row, with a very good qualifying for him, so well done. Then we've got Payo in 3rd place, myself in 4th, as we've already mentioned. Then we've got Mitch and Tom rounding out row 3 in the BMWs. Then we've got Matt Jeffrey and Twisted Tyre Fitter. Bringing up the rear, we've got an all-Skyline last row, or 5th row, with Silverwolf and BMC Racing. So yeah, like I said, not the greatest qualifying for myself, but it's not the end of the world. We've shown that we can make really good and you know, very strong starts off the start grid. So you know, who knows? We could have a good start to the race, and maybe it just snowballs from there and we have a really good race. But we're going to jump into the race now. Before we do, however, we're just going to refresh our memory with regards to the league table. As you can see, Popeye still remains top of the table, and I'm second, 6 points behind. Then we've got Payo on 68 points, Matt Jeffrey on 60, Cattle Red Eye just behind on 59. Then we've got Mitch and Twisted Tyre Fitter on 48 and 41 respectively. Atreus, who's missed most of the rounds recently, unfortunately. Then we've got Silverwolf from BMC Racing, who are on row 5. Then we've got Tom on 28 points, Hotshot Kev, who's also missing, Laz and Cherry Glenn. Both of those are also missing as well. And we've also got Devil Dog, but he's also not participating. I think he moved up to Division 1 because they were struggling for numbers for this week. But I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments, guys, if you are one of the WSRC Division 1 races. But yeah, guys, so what we're going to do now, as I said, we're going to move down to the grid for the live commentary, and we're going to see what we can do. Okay then, guys, here we go. Not the greatest start. Whoa, okay, I just got bumped. Okay, and Red Eyes jumped into the lead. We're up into third. Coming down towards Brundle. Probably the toughest corner on the course. So we go, front four, pretty much line astern. Oh shit, oh god damn it, stood on the brakes and nothing happened. Oh god, fucking shit, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Popeye. Oh. I stood on the brakes and just nothing happened. Well, the plan is to come in at the end of lap number 9, maybe end of lap number 10. Oh, and just, oh my god, the whole bloody, oh, well, this is just a... Oh, I'm going to have to sit here and wait because I can't just go across the lot of them. Oh, well, this is just absolutely ruined my race from the start. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the brake bias is suddenly... It just feels really off. I'm going to have to try and... That's the wrong button. Oh, now I'm off the bloody track. Gotta keep my foot on it best I can. But a miserable, miserable start. And when you're having problems like this, you just become so hesitant. I think My big problem is I may be standing on the brakes a bit too long. Or it's just the car's a bit heavy. Remove the brake bias. BMC gets on the dirt a little bit. I'm only hoping the nicest way possible that these two maybe take each other out and give us an opportunity. Or in the very least just get under each other's feet. And we're up to 4th. We're 30 seconds off of 3rd place though. Right, we're going to make our pit stop now. Get it out of the way. So they're coming at the end of lap 9 and here we are. Just going to be tyres. And they might try and repair the front end a little bit, but it's minor damage, so I don't think it's going to be too much work. And we're down and we're away. Right, looks like we're going to retain 4th place. I think everybody else is pitted as well. And I think I may have figured out what the problem was early on. Not just the brake pressure, but I think the tyre pressure as well was one of the problems. I tried a setup of one of the other members. I tried using their tyre pressures. Oh shit! Oh, stop talking, mate, you fucking idiot! Go, 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 go! Well, that's considerable damage. Well, it's putting very much to the right. I'm just going to have to manage it. The pit stop now will pretty much destroy the race, even more than it already has been. Oh god damn it, it's done it again. Oh shit. Oh, it just did it again. I got on the grass and I just... And now Matt Jeffrey is right on our arse with about 3 laps still to go. So I'm going to have to just drive it. Oh, I can't believe I did that. So we've got 2 and a bit laps to go. Well, utterly miserable race, pretty much. 2 laps to go. Sausage curb. And there's a couple of them getting close now. Oh, it's Mitch behind us. Mitch is on a bit of a charge. He's caught right up to us. So I think at some point during the last lap I'm going to have to make this the world's widest Audi. He gets about 2 seconds. Final lap. I'm going to have to use the grunt down the straight. It's going to be close though. One little mistake and he's going to get me. I'll have nowhere to hide. Oh, Mitch went into the back of me, I think, or he... Oh, I think Peo's ran out of fuel. We're going to get a podium. Oh, at the last. so unlucky for Peo. He ran out of fuel on the pit for the start-finish straight. Wow, okay. That is so unlucky. That is... I really feel for him. I really do. So there we have it then, guys. Round 6 at Snetterton in the books, and a very fortuitous and fortunate result for ourselves, considering the troubles we had. It was the first corner that was causing all the problems. I got into the back of Popeye early on, going into the entry of the first corner through the middle. A lap later, I spun it. And then coming out of the first corner towards the back end of the race, I managed to spin it pretty much in the exact same place and clang the barrier in the exact same place. So I can't tell if I'm cursed or talented by doing that, but either way. And then obviously we had the thrilling final lap. We had Mitch all over the back of us. He dropped it into the last corner, and as we were coming down the start-finish straight, just couldn't believe my eyes seeing Peo sat there pretty much stationary on the start-finish straight, having run out of fuel. So yeah, that race pretty much had everything you could ever want in a race. Hopefully it was entertaining for you. It was frustrating for me, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Looking at the rest of the results though, as you would imagine, Popeye finishes first despite me pretty much ploughing into the back of him. He managed to claw his way back and win by just over 20 seconds actually, so a very good result for him. Then we've got Colonel Red-Eye following up his second place in Zoda with another podium finish for him. Then we've got ourselves with our fortuitous third place. Matt Jeffrey managed to finish fourth after, like I mentioned, Mitch dropping it in the last corner. Unfortunately, he dropped fifth, and Matt Jeffrey profited there. We've got Peo, who's actually classified sixth here, but because he didn't actually cross the line, he was demoted to the back, which is unfortunate for him, so he doesn't get any points for this round. So that's unfortunate. Twisted Tire Fitter finishes what I believe would be sixth at this point. Then we've got Tom in eighth, Silverwolf, and BMC Racing, who also suffered problems with fuel. And in the Discord afterwards, I think it was BMC who said that because the Audis and the BMWs are, and I think the Sierra as well, don't quote me on this, but I think all of those cars are actually naturally aspirated, and the Skyline has one or possibly two turbochargers. I think it's two turbochargers it has. So this track combined with that kind of car just absolutely rails through its fuel, and I think it was just a case of just a miscalculation. I think they said they put maybe 17-18 laps in, and that wasn't enough to get them to the finish. So really unfortunate for the both of them there. Take a look at the league table though, and how it stands after round 6, and as you would imagine, Popeye remains top of the table. He's extended his lead over myself to now a full 16 points, so it's probably going to be a little bit difficult to catch him, I imagine, but we've got 4 rounds left and anything can happen. Then we've got Colonel Red-Eye, who's jumped into third place with 79 points. Matt Jeffrey has also leapfrogged Peo. He's now on 73. Peo remains on 68, as we mentioned, because of the problems he had. Then we've got Mitch on 59 points, Twisted Tire Fitter on 51, Silverwolf on 38, Tom on 37, Atreus, who again wasn't here, on 32, and then we've got BMC Racing on 28 points, and then the last few, Hotshot Kev, Laz, Cherry Glen and Devil Dog, none of those actually raced in this round. So yeah guys, thrilling race, bit of everything, action, crashes, a very big chunk of luck, not just at the end but also a couple of times early on when I just managed to negotiate my way through guys having accidents. I think I passed 4 or 5 guys just from them having accidents and just me being in the right place at the right time. But yeah, that's the end of today's episode, guys. Next time out for round 7, we've got a very special episode because we are heading to the Nürburgring combined. Yep. The green hell beckons for us in the next round, and that is going to be perhaps the toughest race of the season. Hopefully I can get a good result. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is sort of growing on me, and I'm starting to get a handle on it. But yeah, that's the end of today's episode, guys. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you did enjoy, you would like to see more Project Cars 2 or just general race content from myself, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to get involved with the guys from the weekly Sim Racing Championships, there is a link to their Facebook group in the description below. They run all sorts of different championships, all the different categories, not only on PS4 but PC as well. So if you want to get involved, just head over to their Facebook page, tell them Matinho sent you. But again, guys, thank you everybody so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next video where we're heading to the green hell. Peace!